Good morning, welcome to the online class. Today we are going to start a lesson from the economics part. I have completed the civics part, 1 to 6 lessons. The last class I have completed the road safety. That lesson I have completed and given the answers. I think you might have revised that lesson. So I am going to start the next part, that is the fourth part, economics, in that third lesson. First two lessons going to teach another teacher. So I am going to start the third chapter, that is money and credit. First we are going to see about money. Nowadays all the things used by man have the monetary value. All the things are calculated based on money. What are the things we buy? That is measured on the basis of money. Likewise, even the laborers who are doing the work, we are paying that also money only. That also based on money. Then all the services done by the people, we are measuring in the form of money. Then we are paying the tax to the government, and duties levied by the government, all paid by money. You are paying in the form of money. Then even the household, the parents are getting the salaries and planning that money for 1 month, that is how much is the income, expenditure, all they are calculating based on the money, and they are calculating the savings also, expenditure, all that they are calculating based on money. Not only at all these, even the government budget, annual budget, that is how much the income and expenditure of the government, state government as well as the central government. Every year they place the budget in the parliament and the assembly. That also on the basis of money. Even other private organizations, they are employing people, manufacturing the works, manufacturing the goods. That all calculated based on money. Now we are going to see about the evolution of money. How the money has developed. It is developed. It is not developed all of a sudden. It is developed gradually. That is evolution of money. That we are going to see how the money gradually developed. First, it is given about barter system. Barter system means exchange of goods. In the beginning, they were exchanging the goods. Now, the beginning, that is ancient period. The money was not used. Only the goods were used to exchange. Before the barter system, no system was followed because people doing the hunting, what are the things they need, they use foodstuffs and all, they get their own by hunting. They will not stay in one place, they were wandering. The wandering people, they least bother about the foodstuffs, whatever they get, they used to get by hunting. Then the people began to settle one place, especially the river banks. Mostly people began to settle, they made the settlements on the river banks. They developed the civilization and they were doing the occupation. Mainly they were doing the agriculture. Agriculture was the main occupation of ancient civilization because they were getting the river water to grow the crops. Then because of this agriculture, they produced more agriculture products, and the rest of the time they used to do the handicraft. Agriculture usually is seasonal, only the particular season only they grow, then the rest of the time they used to do the handicraft. Handicraft means they used to do the pottery. Pottery was the handicraft those days, made out of clay. The pots they made out of clay. Even other articles also they made out of clay. Then they were exchanging these goods, agriculture product and the handicrafts. They were exchanging wherever they get the agriculture product. If they are getting excess, they used to exchange people who are not getting foodstuffs. And the pottery also, they used to get the pottery. Pottery mostly they used to they use that pottery for to store the agriculture products. So the pottery also needed those days, very important those days. So they were produced that pottery. So these things were exchanged. The agriculture products were exchanged with the handicraft, especially the pottery. And likewise, wherever the food grains grow abundance, they used to send other regions. So this barter system can be termed as the first form of trade. The first form of trade, because they were taking the agriculture product and exchanging with handicraft work. So this is a trade, like a trade. Excess of produce, they began to transport excess of produce, agricultural product or handicraft. They were exchanging these goods. So this barter system can be termed as the first form of trade. The first form of this barter system flourished wherever the civilization developed. Mostly I said that the river banks. We might have studied about the four important ancient civilizations, namely Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, and Huangho River civilization. All these four civilizations were the ancient civilization. All these four civilizations developed on banks of the river. Because they were settled on the banks of the river, river water is an important source for the development. Especially for agriculture, this river water is more important. So they were using the river water. They were growing the crops. And the rest of the time they were using the time for handicrafts. These are the things, agriculture product and the handicrafts were exchanged. So they developed the barter system. This barter system is first form of trade. Then the next heading is about coins. One more thing, it is given, for example, the barter system, wherever the civilization developed. Already I have seen the four important civilizations that here mentioned that archaeological excavation. The archaeologists excavated some articles from Egypt and Iraq. Egypt, that is Nile River civilization, Iraq, the Mesopotamian civilization. When they were doing the archaeological work, that is excavational work, they came to know the articles were used during the Indus Valley civilization. What are the people articles used by the Indus Valley people? They were found those articles in the when they carry on the digging the work, when they carry on the excavational work in Egypt and Mesopotamia. Egypt and Mesopotamia or Iraq. From that we can understand that they were carry on trade. These people carry on trade from one civilization to other civilization. Then the things, what are the things they were used for trade, that is also here mentioned. As the years went by, there were issues found in the barter system. This system was not lasted for longer period. There were some issues developed in the barter system. Gradually, the barter system also not working effectively. There were some issues developed in the barter system. Why this in this barter system developed some issues? A person who had paddy was in need of earthenware. People who are having the agricultural product, they needed the handicraft which is made by the hands, that is pots they needed. But people who are having the pots not needed the agriculture product, because maybe those people also having the agriculture product. So people who are not having the pots, they needed agriculture product. A person who had paddy was in need of earthenware, who are having the agriculture product needed the pots. But the people who are having the pots not needed the agriculture product. This is one of the issue. This is one of the issue. At the same, one more issue here it is mentioned. Many people are not fulfilled measuring the quantity and value of the goods exchanged were found difficult, very difficult. The exchanged goods, the quality and the value of the goods were not equally, not matching. There were some limitations found in the exchanging products. That means the quantity and value of the goods were not matching. What are the goods they were exchanging? That goods were not matching. The quality of the goods and the value of the goods were not matching. This is another issue in the barter system. So they wanted to found a new method of calculating the value of the goods. To solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value. So these are the issues found in the barter system. So they wanted to find an alternative way to solve these issues. For the effective exchange of goods, they found the new method. It was usually in the form of some metals. So the alternative they found, that is to solve the problem in the barter system, they found the metals. Some of the metals like gold, silver and copper. The metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time, never lost their value. They thought that the metals used to measure the value of the goods, That was they found very rare, very rarely they found. At the same time, it will not lose the value. Lose the value. It can be maintained for long time, never lost their value. Hence, the metals can be termed as the first form of money. First, what is the first form of money? The metals which they used, that is gold, silver, and copper. These metals termed as the first form of money. One of the ruler in India in the ancient period, Sher Suri, he used the metal, silver, that coins. He used that silver coin weighing about 178 grams. He used that silver coins during his rule. In his administration, he used that coins to measure the value of the goods. Used the silver coin weighing about 178 grams, that he named as rupiah. He named that silver coin as rupiah. This silver coin remained in use during the Mughal period, even the British period, the beginning of the British period. The same coin, silver coin is used. Sher Suri termed this silver coin is rupiah. These metals, choose the gold, silver, and copper were the metals used first. They were called the ancient currency. These metals used the ancient times to measure the value of the goods, that is the ancient currency. Some other articles also exchanged during the ancient period. They were leather, beads, shells, tobacco, salt, corn, and even slaves. Slave trade also flourished in the ancient period. To carry on the slave trade, they were using the metal coins. The later Chola period, the later Cholas encouraged the trade within the kingdom and outside the country. Outside the country, they were carry on trade. That is during the later Chola period, that trade was flourished. Trade flourished during the later Chola period. So these are all given about these coins. This shows that the development of coins from the ancient period. The ancient period, they had metal coins. Metal coins means gold, silver, and copper coins that they use the ancient period. So this much we will see. Then later now we mark some of the questions from this topic. 2 more questions, give short answers. First one, why was money invented? Why was money invented? That is page number 301. Page number 301 under the heading coins. Below that picture, as years went by, there were issues found in barter system. That line to be marked. After that, you have to mark the next small paragraph. To solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value for the effective exchange of goods. It was usually in the form of some metal. Metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time and never lost their value. Hence, the metal can be termed as the first form of money. So, below that picture, first line, as years went by, there were issues found in barter system. Then the next to solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value for effective exchange of goods. It was usually in the form of some metal. Metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time and never lost their value. Hence, the metals can be termed as the first form of money. That to be marked for that answer. Second one, what is ancient money? Which one is called ancient money? Same page, right hand side, the first para, second line. Gold, silver and copper were the metals used first, they were called ancient currency. That to be marked. Gold, silver and copper were the metals used first, they were called ancient currency. The two lines. Two lines to be marked as second 2 mark question. Then the next third 2 mark. What were the items used as barter during olden days? During olden days, what are the items used? Same page. Just now we marked the second 2 mark. The next line you have to mark the third 2 mark. Third 2 mark. Leather beads, shells, tobacco, salt, corn, and even slaves were exchanged as barter, says economist. Says economist. This is the third 2 mark. This is the third 2 mark. Once again, I will tell you what are the first questions we marked. That is, give short answers. First 3 we marked. First one, why was money invented? That is page number 301. Under the heading coins, just below the picture, the para first line. As years went by, there were issues found in barter system. That to be marked. Next, the next para. Fully out to mark. To solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value for the effective exchange of goods. It was usually in the form of some metal. Metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time and never lost their value. Hence, the metals can be termed as the first form of money. This is the first 2 mark. Next, second 2 mark. That is, what is ancient money? Same page number 301, right hand side, the first para, second line. Gold, silver and copper were the metals used first. They were called ancient currency. The 2 lines. Then the third 2 mark, what were the items used as barter during olden days? The third 2 mark, just below that second 2 mark answer. Leather, beads, shells, tobacco, salt, corn and even slaves were exchanged as barter, says economist. Okay, these are the 3 2 mark questions I taught today. You have to learn all these 3 2 mark questions for the next class. Thank you.